So the reason that I was interested in Knave is I was trying to come up with what's some kind of simple game to generate something with. So I was writing a Python script with the help of ChatGPT. I was like, come on, how can we generate characters here? Let me take that down. So I can generate a character over here in Knave. Let me share a screen here. So I managed to make up something to generate a character. So this is what I was able to do. Now, I didn't do all of the rolling, all of the equipment, because that's what when I was like, okay, so wait a minute, do I put all of this in here? Because like, how much do some of these different pieces of equipment matter? So that's when I was thinking that, hey, maybe I need to put in, maybe we just need a standard adventure equipment pack or 2 of them or 3 of them. That way characters are a little bit different, but you just roll and then you get that particular pack. That may end up what I'm doing here. So here, so enter to create your character. Let's see. Allow you to see it a little bit better. So let's see what type of Knave character we get. So enter your character's name. Let's say Alaric. Is Alaric correct? Yes. Male? Yes. Okay, so it rolled our ability scores, and we got strength +3, defense 13, dex +4, defense 14, constitution +1, defense 11, intelligence +2, defense 12, wisdom +1, defense 11, charisma +2, defense 12. So I don't know what type of character I was planning on playing, but I could swap the scores of 2 abilities if I wanted to. So I do have that +4 in dexterity. So if I really wanted that to be something else, I could swap that around right now. I guess these are some pretty good scores because we only have 2 +1s. +2 in intelligence, +2 in charisma. Constitution's a bit low. I tell you what, let's swap Constitution and charisma. So Constitution is 3, and then charisma is 6. Okay, do you want to swap Constitution with charisma? Yeah. Okay, so here are my updated abilities. So I'm strength 3, strength +3, dex +4, constitution +2, intelligence +2, wisdom +1, and charisma +1. So here is where I choose what type of weapon I want. We'll take an arming sword. And so here is the character that we rolled up here. So my name is Alaric. I'm a guy. I just put starting location, starting town. I'm level 1. I got 0 hit points, 0 experience points. I'm size medium. Here are abilities that we just generated. In combat, I am defense 12 because what type of armor do I have? Oh, I have a gambeson. So I generated a gambeson. That's taking up 1 slot, quality 3 of 3. That's giving me a defense bonus of +1. So that's why my armor defense is 12. I have an attack bonus of 1. I get 1 attack. I rolled 6 hit points. My current hit points are 6. My healing rate would be D8 +2. That's correct. Yeah, because +2 was my charisma. I get the standard 120 feet of exploration, and I put 30 feet right here. And it's supposed to be 40 feet. 40 feet per round in movement. I wonder why that. Is that an old school thing that's 40 feet? Because everything else many other games seem to work on 30 feet. Why not say 30 and 120? I don't know. I don't know how much it really matters because I really think that the near, far, and stuff like that, the zone stuff, I really like anyway. So in this case right here, so this is rations, 2 days worth of rations because everybody gets 2 days worth of rations. Now I did say that's 1 slot because I didn't read that. But that's 2 slots. If that's supposed to be 2 slots, then I was having rations take up 1/2 a slot. But then I went ahead and just gave everybody 2 torches as well, because it seems like something you would have if you're a dungeon delver. But if a torch takes up 1 slot each, that's a lot of slots. I don't have any arrows, bolts, or sling stones because I didn't choose a ranged weapon. I did have it roll some minimum amount of coins rather than starting with 0, because this Knave didn't say that you start with any kind of coin, right? You just roll that. You just start with 0. You roll your gear and start with 0 coins. So I did go ahead and give you a few coppers in your pocket. And then, okay, you got to use 1/2 a slot for that number of coins. So that means really right here that I only have 12 inventory slots. This really shows you how valuable those inventory slots are. Because I've got 12 inventory slots and I am using 7.5 of them. that half comes from these coins. So my arming sword is taking up 2 slots. I didn't see anything about having a difference between being equipped and just having it in your backpack or something like that. So I'm using 2 slots because I suppose if you're carrying it or whatever is still on you. My arming sword is taking up 2 slots. My gambeson is taking up 1 slot. Oh, and I also gave everybody the rope. So I hadn't gotten into the starting package yet, but I gave everybody some torches and a rope. If you got 50 feet of rope, that's 1 slot as well. So that's how we're getting to 7.5 slots. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.5 slots taken up right there. So these inventory slots are at very much a premium. So I've got an arming sword, which is damage D8, takes up slots 2. It's a one-handed weapon, quality 3 of 3. Gambeson, defense bonus 1, slots 1, quality 3 of 3. I've got nothing on my head. I'm wearing gambeson armor. In my left hand, I guess I'm left-handed, I'm carrying an arming sword. And my right hand, I don't have a shield, so I'm unequipped in there. And then here's my description. In the midst of a dark and dreary landscape, your wiry frame seems to materialize from the shadows. The moonlight reflects upon your broken visage, revealing braided hair that dances in the wind. Your battle-scar complexion and ceremonial attire evoke a sense of melancholy and misery. Within the depths of your soul, your just essence is constantly tormented by the specter of your rude nature. Your squeaky voice carries with it the somber wisdom of your gambler past. Despite the burden of your misfortune having been abandoned, you have managed to cling to your neutral alignment, providing a glimmer of hope against the shadow of your life. What do you think about that? So I thought this was a fun exercise, trying to come up with a character generator like that. Because especially like I was saying, I want character generation to go fast. That does really speed along character generation. Generates everything for you, gives you the questions that you were supposed to have. Your questions were, do you want to swap around a value of your starting abilities? And then also, what weapon do you want? And then it generates the rest for you, because everything else was supposed to be determined by a die roll. Like I said, I think we need some better adventurer equipment, but man, it does not take much to get loaded out. Let's see. Hey, Vision. Oh, thank you so much, Vision. Good to see you. And thank you for the reminder. Yes, hey, everybody. If you're here, please do hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you are here for the first time and you're not subscribed, I would love to have you for more morning grinds in the morning. And please do hit the like button. I haven't been watching too long, but charisma definitely is not your dump stat, Heath. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we've been going over Knave, and so as an experiment for the last week or something like that, I wanted to see if I could create a character generator using, this is not an AI character generator, but I used ChatGPT to help me create the character generator. So that's where the AI comes in. So yeah, AI generated Python script, exactly. So I thought that was fun. So to me, I'll take it. There's the character. Now go dungeon delving. You want to do one more? Let's do one more before we go, just for the heck of it. I like the descriptions that it generates, because I got all of the D20 rolls that it has for all of the different, your face, your clothing, your whatever it is, and just put that into a story here. And it actually has several different options down here for the stories. Let's try something else. And you'll also see, let's do somebody who is missile focused, and we'll see how its slots do. So welcome to, I call it Zorn's Dungeon here. Let's create a character. Click. Yes. Male. Yes. Okay, so if we're going to be melee focused, that means we needed high wisdom. Oh, let's swap out wisdom for strength. So 1 and 5. You want to swap strength for wisdom? Yes. So now I've got a +3 in wisdom. So let's go a bow for our starting weapon. So this says, see, now I am using 9.5 inventory slots of my 12. And I might even be, like I said, I'm supposed to be using even more of those if my rations are supposed to be taking up 2 slots. So in this case, I got 7 hit points. I've been rolling well in the hit points. But okay, so arrows, 20 arrows right here. So if I took the bow, it gives me 20 arrows. I rolled 11 copper coins this time, so I got a few more coppers in my pocket. But in my inventory here, my general inventory is I've got a bow, which takes up 2 slots. My quiver of arrows takes up another slot. I'm wearing a gambeson, which takes up 1 slot. Oh, in this case, I do have a helmet as well. So I'm a little bit better armored, but the helmet takes up another slot. And then I also have 50 feet of rope. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. Probably I should just in my general inventory list have it list rations and torches. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus my coins. Yeah, that's 9.5 inventory slots, and I only have 12. So there isn't a lot of room to haul stuff back from the dungeon. Isn't a whole lot of room. Now coins, I can hold a lot of coins. So I've only got 11 coins. So I can, if I find like gold pieces or something, I can take those back with me. But if I'm some other type of weapon, or I probably, after reading those rules about weapon degradation, I need to have some type of separate weapon. Like I'd probably want to have a dagger or something like that as well. So in this case, I've got armor, I've got the gambeson and the helmet. So my armor is a little bit higher, right? Armor defense 13. So on my head, I'm wearing a helmet. The armor, I'm wearing the gambeson, and both my right and left hands are taken up with that bow. So here's my description now. It says, you are a sinewy individual with a round face, tattooed skin, and bald hair. Your decorated clothing tells a story of its own. You are known for your serene nature, but sometimes struggle with your bitter side. When you speak, your voice is flowery, and your words carry the wisdom of a student. Life has not been easy as you faced the misfortune of having been demoted, but your chaotic alignment has guided your actions throughout your journey. There we go. All right. That's what I've been working on. It was fun. I really enjoyed trying to get that kind of script like that operational. It was fun. And it seemed like Knave was a good one to experiment with that with, even though there was more complication in Knave, even though it's very simple, there was more complication as far as the logic to it than you might think. So I'm glad I started with that instead of something else. But I don't know. What do you think? Did you enjoy this one? I thought this was a good conversation and good look as well. Good look at this one. I really look forward to, it makes sense. I got demoted because I was too chaotic. I'm interested in seeing version 2. So if that does come out, I will definitely check out the Knave 2nd edition. And of course, this is small enough that you can do some different modifications and things like that to it as well. I think if you adjusted some of the stats, not the stats, the equipment, nailed down some things about how much your slots and stuff like that, and came up with a better package for equipment and stuff like that, I would be flying with it and be fine. And then, hey, let's go dungeon delving.